Welcome back to Sophie and Jumong Part 11. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next part. Before their call ended, Jumong asked Elias, "Where do you think the threat is coming from?" Without thinking, Elias said, "It's from the one who would get hurt the most if you find love." Jumong smiled and said, "The answer is clear." Elias reminded him, "Remember, it's not about the crown, it's about the tone. Go back to her and remind her in a better tone that she is important and will always be. She should not even guess that you know it's her. We shall be a step ahead until she gives up." "Thanks, bro," Jumong said and hung up. Then he called his father to tell him he was coming to calm his mother down a bit. Chairman Lee's voice was warm, steady. "You sound thoughtful." "I want to come by," Jumong said. "Tonight. Not for business. For her." A pause. "She's still sharp," the chairman replied, "but today she's more quiet. That usually means she's planning something." "I thought so," Jumong said. "I'll bring her temper down before it grows teeth." "You'll do well," Chairman Lee said. "Bring her flowers, her favorite kind. No one can throw insults with lilies in their hands." His mind was already shifting, not into war mode, but into something gentler, more deliberate. He wasn't going to fight tonight. He was going to remind his mother that she was still his home, and she was still the reason he learned to survive this world with both steel and softness in his veins. The sky outside the villa glowed in soft hues of amber as Sophie's phone buzzed gently. She reached for the phone. "Hey," she answered softly, her voice still shy with affection. Jumong's voice came through steady and warm. "How's my favorite artist?" Sophie laughed, curling into the couch. "Still painting, with shampoo." He chuckled. "Well, I'm calling to say, don't make any plans for the next few hours. I've arranged something." She blinked. "Something?" "Yes," he replied. "You've entered my world. It's only fair your wardrobe enters it too. The entire design team from Maison Junli will be arriving shortly. They'll bring catalogs, fabric samples, full racks. You can choose anything. Everything." Sophie froze. "Wait, fashion designers? Jumong!" "I want you to feel your best," he said gently. "Confident, seen, not for anyone else, just for you. You deserve to stand in every room like you were born for it." Sophie's throat tightened. "That's a lot." "I know," he said, "and I mean it. Pick anything you love. Let them design around you." Just then, Gina peeked her head in from the hallway. "Everything okay?" she whispered, seeing Sophie still on the call. Sophie covered the phone's speaker. "He's sending stylists." Gina blinked. "What? Like real fashion house stylists?" Sophie nodded slowly, overwhelmed. "And we get to choose." "We?" Gina squealed, hands clapped to her mouth. Sophie turned back to the phone. "She's already jumping." Jumong laughed. "I'm glad. Enjoy it. I'll call later." And with that, he ended the call. Half an hour later, two sleek black vans pulled up at the villa. From them stepped a polished team. Designers, assistants, fabric stylists, and even a makeup consultant. The villa's spacious living room was quickly transformed into a private showroom. Mannequins were set up, hangers clinked as racks were rolled in. Silk, chiffon, velvet, every texture imaginable was laid across velvet-lined tables. There were magazine portfolios, sketches, and iPads displaying looks from recent runway shows. She wasn't expecting him. Her eyes blinked once, clearly surprised. "Jumong?" He stepped out calmly, holding up the bouquet. "I thought I'd come myself." "For me?" she asked, reaching for the bouquet. He nodded. "Of course. The flowers you love." A pause. Then a smile cracked through, not her usual poised one. A small, real one. "You remembered?" "I never forget." They entered the villa together, and she motioned for tea to be brought to the drawing room. The atmosphere was light. Music drifted faintly from somewhere, and afternoon light bathed the white walls in gold. Jumong placed the box on the table beside the flowers. "Your order from Dubai," he said simply. She lifted the lid to inspect it, but didn't say much. Still, the satisfaction in her eyes was clear. "It's beautiful," she murmured. "Just as I envisioned." Jumong settled into the seat across from her, watching her with calm eyes. She stirred her tea slowly, glancing at him. "You look tired." "I've been thinking," he said. She raised an eyebrow. "About what?" "About you and me and Sophie." His tone remained gentle. "I know I was harsh when we last spoke." "You were honest," she replied quietly. He nodded. "Still, it mattered to me to come, to remind you. You're the reason I could even breathe in this world. You and Dad." Then he pecked her cheek lightly. "You're the best." She laughed, a sound that was almost girlish, and waved him off. As Jumong neared the villa, his phone buzzed. The car's Bluetooth picked up automatically. "Uma," he greeted warmly, glancing toward the dashboard. "Are you all right?" "Yes," came Madame Lee's voice, surprisingly soft. "I was thinking about our talk, about what you said." Jumong felt his hands tighten slightly around the wheel. "Yes?" "Bring her," Madame Lee said. "For tea. Tomorrow evening, before the anniversary. Let us meet her calmly." A moment of silence stretched between them. Jumong's voice, when it came, was warm and filled with quiet gratitude. "Thank you, Mom. That means a lot. Truly." "Don't thank me yet," she murmured. "Just come. I will prepare something light." "She'll be nervous," he added. "Then I will be kind." Before he could respond, a second voice came through the speaker. Deep, calm, grounded. "You've made the right decision, my dear wife," Chairman Lee said as he walked into the drawing room and stood beside her. "Fighting our son over this will only harden him further." Madame Lee raised an eyebrow, though her tone remained composed. "You approve?" "I insist," Chairman Lee nodded. She said nothing for a while, then slowly turned to him. "The guest list is nearly finalized. Then let her be the final one added." Back in the car, Jumong smiled faintly as he overheard the exchange. It was rare to feel this kind of unity from his parents, especially on matters so close to his heart. But the moment was brief. Later that night, after the call had ended and she stood alone at her antique writing desk, Madame Lee's smile had faded. Her fingers moved with precision as she reached for her second phone, a slim burner model kept in the bottom drawer of a box lined with silk. She dialed a number she knew by memory. "One ring." "Two." "Three." A man answered. His voice was low and laced with steel. "Yes, madam." "She will be coming tomorrow," Madame Lee said. "I need fingerprints." "From the girl?" "Yes. All the cups and glasses she uses must be preserved. I want every surface her fingers touch noted." A beat of silence. Then the man replied, "I understand." "Stay calm for now," he added quietly. "You invited her. Be welcoming. Be convincing." "You doubt me?" she asked coldly. "I respect you," he said, "but even a chess master loses if they move too fast." Jumong stepped out of the car, eyes already on Sophie. She was waiting. He didn't speak. He just walked up, pulled her into his arms, and didn't let go. His hand pressed firmly on her back. She smelled like jasmine and warmth. "I missed you," he whispered. "Today was too long." She didn't move. Her head rested against his chest. "That enjoyment during the day?" he added, holding her tighter. "It wasn't full. Not without you." Then he lifted her, smoothly, confidently, and carried her inside. She didn't resist. Upstairs, he placed her gently on the bed. She sat upright, heart still beating fast. He knelt beside her, brushing hair away from her face. "Sophie," he said quietly, "tomorrow evening, my parents want to meet you." She blinked. "What?" "I'm picking you up. I want them to see what I see." Sophie stared at him, unsure how to respond. "Don't worry," he added. "You've already won their son." She smiled faintly, but her eyes searched his face. Serious, unsure, shy. He held her chin. "Sophie, you have eyes that penetrate every vein in my body. I can't stop looking at you. I don't want to." They sat still for a moment, that kind of stillness that means everything. Later, after freshening up, they walked outside together. Near the garden's edge, a man stood with a rake, still in his apron and gloves. He looked like he had just finished working, yet his eyes were alert. "Who's that?" Sophie asked. Jumong gave a small smile. "That's the next man you'll trust. Sophie, meet Elias." They approached him. Elias straightened and nodded politely. "He's not just the gardener," Jumong said. "He's the reason I'm alive. Years ago, I was supposed to vanish. Elias didn't let that happen." Sophie extended her hand. "Nice to meet you." Elias removed his glove and shook it gently. "It's an honor, Miss Sophie." "Where are you from?" "South Africa, near Johannesburg." Her expression shifted to delighted surprise.